Good day to you. This is David Richard Apple, Balancing the Triad, Body, Mind, and Spirit. Hope you're doing well on this it's Saturday. Nice weekend. Hope you get a chance to do some things, maybe spend some time with family, maybe spend some time with friends, or even catch up on stuff. So balancing the triad. That is, what if you can handle the challenge that life throws at you kind of with grace and ease, not let them really bother you. That's what balancing the triad is basically about. And I found out the importance of it, of working on your body, your mind, your spirit, when I went in for a biopsy for the tumor, what was called the tumor in my sinus. And I'm having complications due to blood loss. I ended up in ICU the next day with a bunch of tubes coming at me. When I found out in ICU, I was okay. I treated it as no big deal. Went back the following week, got a cancer diagnosis, complications again, had to stay the night, and I was okay with that. Went back the following week for what turned out to be an 8-hour surgery, and going into the surgery, didn't know if they're going to remove part of the eye or part of the brain. I spent 5 or 6 days in the hospital. I was okay with all that. When I realized the importance of how easily I handle the situation, that's what I want to share with others, is how can you handle the challenges that life throws at you? The ones you're going to go through, the ones you're going through now, and even the ones in the past. So that's what Balancing the Triad is about. So today's topic, do you allow yourself some time for quiet? This couple of ways that this came up. Yesterday, I was on part of a mastermind. I finished up the mastermind today, and most of yesterday, I finished up the video. I did a workout, and I was just kind of in a daze the rest of the day. There was just a lot processing inside my mind with what I learned in the mastermind. Learned a lot more today, and I got part of a decision I got to make as well. It's a financial one, so it's like okay. But processing that. And once I finish up here, I'm going to do a weight training session. It'll be a tough one. Yesterday was an easy one. But back to the idea of stillness, it reminded me of sometimes you just need to chill out and process. And this is one of the classes I was taking with Carl Harvey. He mentions silence, stillness, and solitude. Now, how often do you do any of those things? Sometimes you can do all at once. But the idea of silence is actually being quiet. Not listening to music, not having any, well, maybe some real relaxing music, meditation type music. But the idea is just being quiet. But most of the time you want to not listen to anything. It's literally quiet. Can you sit there with no music, no television on, no background noise? Well, maybe not necessarily background noise, because right now I got a fan blowing over here, which would be too hot in here if it wasn't. But I think you get the idea. Just allow yourself to be quiet. How much time do you allow yourself to do that? Stillness. This would be a great one for meditation, is just to sit there. And you can work on meditation. Never say, I can't. Get that out of your vocabulary. Meditation can be learned. You can start with 1 minute and work yourself up to 30 minutes, but you can start with a minute. Allow yourself that quiet time. And then, so what do we got? We got silence, stillness, even sometimes the stillness and solitude. Basically, spending time by yourself. Just to yourself, your thoughts, not having anyone else around you, which can be done in meditation. It can also be done on a walk. Sometimes you want to go for a walk and just be yourself, not listening to a podcast, but just walking. Maybe you just want to go out and sit in nature. Maybe you just go out and sit in your backyard. Sometimes these quiet times come when you're just taking a shower. Have you ever noticed that a lot of times certain thoughts come up while you're showering? Because normally your mind is just drifting. There's a number of people have had they waterproof, but they'll have like a notebook next to the shower. So if there's an idea coming, they can go through and write it. They got a waterproof pen and paper, some of sort, or something they can write on. It's the same thing happens as you're just drifting off to sleep. Or just waking up. Sometimes you get those ideas. But there is profound information to be found when you spend time in silence, stillness, and gratitude. Is a phrase. I don't know where I heard this or where I come across it, but it's something I've used a lot. I've stated a lot, is that there is a lot to hear in the silence. And this actually, part of this does go into spirituality. We're talking about especially personal spirituality, where you got to be quiet with yourself. Learn what values and connections you have to yourself, who you are. Because sometimes we can get so distracted with the outside world, we lose contact with who we are and what we stand for. And even that also goes into environmental spirituality, where you can spend time out in nature and or with a higher power. But take some time to really work on that silence, that stillness, and that solitude. in whatever way it works for you. Now, if you're not used to spending time by yourself and alone with your thoughts, because a lot of people don't, a lot of people are afraid to spend time with their thoughts, their feelings, but it's actually an important part. It actually plays a big factor in balancing your triad and your overall life. Because you get in touch with yourself, you know what you stand for, so you know what you're going to let in your life, you know what you're not going to let in your life, you know what your values are, your morals, and it makes a difference. Because that plays a factor in all decisions you make. So choose to take some time in whatever way works for you. But perfect all three. Again, silence, stillness, and solitude. Figure out how those work in your life and let me know your thoughts on that. Spend some time this weekend. Reflect on different things. Reflect on an idea. Like for myself right now, I'll probably be mostly quiet for the rest of the day because there was so much in with the mastermind, and taking notes was like crazy. So I'm going to be looking forward to getting the replay so I can pause, rewind, take notes, rewind, play again, go back and forth because there was so much there. But probably for the most part, rest of the day is I am going to sit there in silence, solitude, and some stillness. But I'm going to be spending that for the rest of the day so I can process whatever happened, what took place today. All right, so that's what I got for you. So take care, enjoy the rest of your day whenever you catch us, and we will see you next time. Take care and bounce into you. Bye-bye.